C3 Comic Show. This is Kyle and Ternes looking at the Mondo 1/6 scale Leonardo figure from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ternes, how do you feel about this?
Well, it's been a year and a half since I ordered this thing. Finally got it. And I gotta say, it lives up to my expectations in every single way.
Yeah, this bad boy was definitely delayed a long time. I remember I have it too, and I remember waiting for it for quite a while. But I think it was worth the wait.
Absolutely. This is, I gotta say, the best representation of the comic book Turtles I've ever seen. The second being the NECA 6-inch Turtles, but this is just out of this world. It's huge and chunky and posable, and the accessories are amazing. Everything about this guy is just awesome.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, he's got really nice swords. Pull that up. Doesn't come out super easy, but I mean they're thick and they're hard and bend a little bit, but it's really definitely well made. He's got those big ass feet. Which the Turtles had. He stands pretty well. His head moves.
His head's a bit stiff on that.
His head's a bit
sculpt.
stiff.
But this thing is everything I've ever wanted out of a Turtles figure, basically.
Articulation up the wazoo.
Yep. Posable bandana. Woo!
It don't matter which way the wind's coming. Leonardo's ready for it.
Well, one of the big things I should say, but a lot of the Turtles figures we've seen in the past, they're pretty clean, but this guy looks like he's already been blackwashed. He's got all sorts of grime on him and that sort of thing, so he looks like he's been through hell, or like he lives in the sewers, which is something a lot of Turtles figures are missing, sadly. But props to Mondo for going, you know what, we're going to do all that work for you and just make it look like he's already seen some stuff, been in the sewers and he's all dirty and been in a couple fights and all that. That just adds so much layer and depth to the figure.
You got 2 head sculpts with this bad boy. You got the red, and then you also have the blue.
So
is there a difference between the face, or is it just
nope,
color?
exact same face, just different color, which is nice because I know, again, with like the NECA Turtles, a lot of people recolored those. And that was always kind of a thing for me. Like, it's rough to see people recolor the NECA Turtles because those were in such high demand when they first came out. Naturally, I bought like 3 sets. And
isn't that one of the most counterfeited Turtles figures too?
Yes.
So there's your comparison right there. There's the difference between the 6 scale and then the 6-inch one. The 6-inch one is very nice, but the 6 scale, I mean...
Yeah. They're basically all the exact same articulation and all the same accessories and all that. The Mondo one has more accessories, I guess, right. But I think the only articulation that's missing that this guy has that this guy doesn't is he's got a hinged neck.
Okay.
This one does not have a hinged neck, but you really don't need a hinged neck, so.
Oh no!
It doesn't honestly add that much to the turtle when his neck can do this.
Right. And kind of like we were talking about, this is the most counterfeited one. So if you ever see one of these, I believe it's a round cylinder that they come in. It's a round cylinder, and it is a blue bandana.
Here's the thing about that, though, is the round cylinders were an officially licensed release by NECA. So
there you go. So even
the round cylinders,
even the packaging isn't a telltale.
They can go either way. There are other ways to figure out. Like, I have my Donatello's arm broke, and I had to get another one. I think he's NECA because his paint is a slightly different shade on his replacement arm. But yeah, it's like it can go either way. If you're getting a NECA one for about $50, though, chances are it's a knockoff.
But I was just to say, if this is blue,
yep,
then it's a knockoff.
If it's anything besides red, it's
only red.
Yep, it's custom or knockoff. So
there's, and then the white ones, obviously they were all white. So. Yep.
But yeah, that was always a thing for me too, because people repaint the NECAs and it's nice, but it's one of those things, they were in such high demand that people who painted the original ones was kind of like, why? Just leave them as they are. They're meant to represent the comic book characters. They're all red bandanas. So for Mondo to be like, here's also a blue one that looks the exact same, so you don't have to customize it. You don't gotta black wash or customize your figure. Props to you guys. And then as far as other accessories go, what do we got here? You got your baby obviously. It's about standard. A Splinter, you know.
Which, why do we get so many turtle sets with the baby turtles? Who really wants this?
Yeah. Well, and on that note, I'm going to say the same for this guy right here. The NECA ones came with these hands as well, the spiked hands for the first issue when they climb the wall. I think I've seen those used like in maybe 1 or 2 photos online. Like it's a great accessory, but you can't use it for anything.
Yeah.
Because you can't stick them in anything, you know?
You pretty much got to build like an actual prop wall.
Yeah. You could use some styrofoam.
Drop them,
maybe.
first of all. That's what you got to do. And then, but yeah, some styrofoam is about the only way. And then you can't really see them. So it's got to be like one hand in, one hand out going on. So yeah, it's cool, but it's not practical.
It's a nice throwback to the first issue, but doesn't do much. Your grappling hook, obviously, which is awesome. I haven't even unwrapped it yet because I don't want to undo the nice wrap job they did with that, but that's a beefy grappling hook too. That's huge. Like,
yeah,
I don't have any 6-inch figure. There we go.
So it must be about 3 inches there.
At least, yeah. It's huge. And then I think all the turtles come with this one too, but it's a ray gun from a future issue.
They'll shut up around the Triceratron.
Yeah.
Triceraton issues, didn't they?
Yep. So that's pretty awesome. But then the Mondo exclusive figures, the Mondo exclusive Leo, I should say, came with this warped hunk of plastic, which you may recognize as Shredder's Gauntlet. Shredder's Gauntlet from after he blows up from the thermite grenade and dies. They pick it up off the street. So that's pretty awesome. I'm hoping that we get a Mondo Shredder.
Yeah, we need a Mondo Shredder and we need a Mondo Casey.
Yep.
And did you say that this was a Mondo exclusive?
Yep.
So you had to get, I don't know if this is the second time we're recording this because someone didn't check the batteries in the audio, but I don't believe the second time you went over your.
Oh yeah, the subscription. So basically, Mondo released 2 versions of every turtle. There's the standard edition, which comes with everything we just went over except for this guy. Oh, he also comes with some throwing stars, which I didn't take out because they're impossible to get out of the package. But so basically, they released every one of these guys for $150, and then they released a special edition for $160. And if you got on their website the day of release and you signed up you could get a subscription, you were guaranteed the Mondo exclusive version of every turtle for $150. You just had to pay like a little bit extra at the time of purchase, and then as they were released, you were charged your card. And that thing sold out, I think, in like a minute or like 3 minutes or something like that. It was like ridiculously hard to get. I don't remember if I took the day off or if I just had the day off, but either way, I was at home. I had Mondo Twitter notifications set up on my phone, which I still do to this day just because of that. I was at the website, like had my login ready, and I had my credit card out and everything, and it just came up and I bought it right away and good to go.
Here's the thing. So Turnus was at the computer ready. Mike, who you've seen on the show, was at the computer ready. Turnus got it. Mike didn't.
Yep.
Mike was too slow.
Yep. They were like that.
It was literally like that.
So the exclusive for Leo is the Gauntlet. The exclusive for Donnie is going to be the Gravitron accessory. Mikey's, don't remember the time, and then Raph comes with Casey Jones mask. So I'm excited for that. But it's going to be some good stuff.
Good stuff. And then here is the box. So I got this figure as well. I did not get the Mondo exclusive because I was not at home waiting for the beat to drop.
Only true fans, Kyle.
Only true fans would wait at home.
Only 90s kids.
This is the difference right there. You see that little Mondo sticker? So that's how you know it's the exclusive. But this box, kind of like The Donnie box is nice, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the viewing window.
That's one of the things I love about like boxes too. When they include that, it just makes my day because I know if I want to leave it in there, I can and I can still look at it. But it's just
Yeah, it's got a little bit of the drawing there. There would be a figure in here if it wasn't out on the table, just so you know.
The back of the box though, that's where it's at.
The sides and then the back of the box is an awesome.
That art.
Awesome art. Just great. Just great.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah. There's the for all you UPC nuts out there. There's.
Ooh.
I know that's a big section of the audiences. Yeah, man. Shut up about the goddamn figure. Show me the UPC, dude.
Right.
One problem with this guy, and you probably know where I'm gonna go with him.
Careful with that blade.
As I ruin your face. It's alright though, because I got one, so if I break it, it just becomes yours. Is the swords are kind of on top of each other.
Yep.
So they kind of interfere a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not anything huge, but
right.
that was just a little peeve of mine because we complain about very expensive toys.
Well, it's important to list the pros and cons of each figure, you know.
Exactly.
So you know what you're buying. Yeah, I don't really have too many. That was something I kind of was like, with. Mike said he would have preferred like a hinged hand as well, and I.
Yep. Because you just saw me take the blade out, and it's not.
It's a bit difficult,
super easy.
But it's also one of those things where I have figures that have hinged hands, like the 1990 movie turtles that I have hinged fingers, and they don't hold the swords as well because they have more of a tendency to give because they're hinged. They're not just one solid piece. But
Leonardo, Bee Gees fan, probably didn't.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Staying
shocking
alive.
enough.
Anyways,
That's actually a reference to issue number 7 of the comics.
Ray points. Is that the only comic where he points?
No. Yeah. Each figure comes with a exclusive hand too. Different one. Donnie's got your
thumbs up.
Donnie's gonna come with a thumbs up.
Donnie's gonna be thumbing up. Did you show all the other hands?
The only other ones that comes with is just this one, and then another grasping hand. So it's just the spiked hands, a grasping hand, and then that's it for these guys. Just there's no fists or anything. So 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of those. This many of those.
That many.
It's 1. Lovely. Freaking love this guy.
So, let's bring Donnie up there. We will do a quick comparison. So that's just to show you, number one, the size difference in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's going from 1/6. This is 1/6. This is 1/4, and this is definitely the difference between them. So Ternes is telling you that if you're a little bit more of a casual fan, not as big on the turtles, if you just grow them up, loved them with the movie, that the Donnie's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit cheaper, doesn't have 2 heads like that one does, but definitely he looks different, has a reptilian feel to him. Great, but Leo is a little bit more expensive, about $50 more depending on where you get him. Yeah, he comes with more accessories though. He is a little bit smaller. Doesn't have the feel that he does, but I mean he still looks and feels awesome. But he's more.
You can definitely tell it's a plastic.
It's more of a toy.
Yep, it's definitely a toy.
This more borders on the what's the terminology for him?
I would say this is more of a piece. You know, it's
More
like
of a piece,
it's like a set piece. You know, it's something big and beefy that you can.
What's the premium format figures?
Those are.
What are those called? You know what I'm talking about, right? The ones that are like $800, where it's like a statue, but isn't that what they call them? Premium format.
Yeah, premium format figures. They come with like the cloth. You know, they have a few interchangeable things, but
this is more movable and definitely not even half as expensive. But that's more what this is inclined to. I would also tell you to go for the Donnie if you have to choose. I would go for the 1990 movie ones. This is absolutely great, and I'm glad I got them. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's a better value.
Yeah.
I feel like you're getting more for your 120 out of this than you are for 150 out of this.
Yep. Most
but
definitely.
Still, I don't want to sell this short and say that this is a bad in any way, shape, or form.
My biggest thing with this guy too is that right there, the fact that I'm going to be able to have 4 1/6 scale turtles with all red bandanas, because I'm a huge fan of that color scheme for the turtles. You know, the color bandanas are awesome, but if I can get turtles with red bandanas, I will pretty much always go with those.
So either way, either one you go with, you can't lose. Go ahead and leave us a comment. Tell us which one's your favorite. Which one do you want? Which one would, if you had to pick, if you weren't, I don't know.
If we put a gun to your head.
We put a gun to your head and we made you pick one of them. Which one would you pick? All right, this is Kyle and Ternes for the C3 show. Keep collecting those toys, man.
Peace.
Peace.